It was popping, everybody. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about this morning is hot toys. Okay, so I recently completed the payment, because you know with hot toys you can do a little payment plan and you bust out about $50-something a month towards whatever the figure is going to be. So I recently completed my Wonder Woman BVS hot toy purchase, and I've just leaned on into the Margot Robbie Harlequin, and that's going to lead me into the Joker. And theoretically, or initially, that was supposed to be the end of my hot toys purchasing. However, I have been looking now at the Deadshot, and I've been looking at other variants of the Joker, more so than the Deadshot, because as of right now there are three tentative Jokers, right? You got the one with him in the straight jacket, which is supposed to have been San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I think. But you got that one. Then you have the trench coat one, and then you have this mystery bat suit one, which will take me to some Suicide talk here. It's Suicide Squad talk here in a minute. Okay, so I've been looking at the three. I don't know that I can go three Jokers deep, especially the weird Batman one. I don't know if I can do that one. However, I have been looking at them, and then there's the Batmobile. That BVS Batmobile, I really want that. Like, I'm leaning, and like for that, I don't think I could do the whole payment plan, because what's that going to be, like $100 a month or something like that? I think for that, I would need to just save up the bucks and then drop it down on it, right? Because good God. But if I'm looking at that, then guess what? Now I'm looking at a Batman for it, and if I'm looking at a Batman for it, then I'm looking at a Superman, because you got to do that scene, man. You got to do that scene where Superman is standing on the hood of the car, whatever the case is. I don't know, man. This whole Hot Toys thing, it seems like a slippery slope, even more so than the 3A stuff. And you know how 3A can get. Like, you get on 3A and it's like, oh my God, you're dumping money. The cool thing is, again, the payment plan. So I don't know if any of you guys that collect Hot Toys, talk to me, doctor me, walk me through this thing. How do you do it? How do you do it and still survive, right? Like, I need some tips on this, and whether or not I should go that deep, because I don't even have any place to put all of those figures, man. Like, I would have to clear out some details or buy a new detail. I don't know. I don't have any place for all of that shit. So, but I'm wanting it. I am wanting it, and I'm thinking I'm going to get it. So we're going to see how that rolls out. So I mentioned before about the Joker Batman costume. I think you guys have seen pictures of it. If not, you should see pictures of it here. More and more, as I said, more and more information would come out about the Suicide Squad movie, and how the cutscenes went, and how the edits went, and all the bullshit behind the scenes that we never really get to hear about. More and more of that is starting to roll out now, with the movie being out, having done its time and then made its money, or whatever the case is. And a lot of that is just, of course, it's just edits and chops and clips and cuts of different comments being made by the actors and actresses about the edited scenes. But there was a real interesting piece that I saw talking about the movie. I think I covered this before, speaking about how he only had 6 months to do the screenplay of the movie, and typically that's not enough time. And then, of course, I think we all know about the initial Suicide Squad supposed to be a darker movie, and then the studio deciding to go with Trailer Park edit, or having Trailer Park come in to edit it to go along with the trailer that got released. That was, you know, more music video-ish, comic-y and everything, which is something that I like. Which I have to go back and apologize, because that means I was wrong in the beginning. I thought that the my original assumption was that all of the comic book scene stuff and all of that was also a part of the original, and they just changed the direction of the movie as far as adding in more jokes and blah 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 blah. So I don't know, but a lot of stuff is coming out now. Like, for instance, this deal with and I don't know how many of you guys saw this. How many of you guys are familiar with The Antwoord? The Antwoord. I'm talking about Ninja and Yolandi Visser, whom I love. Yolandi, I think I talked about this a little bit. So supposedly David Ayers is a big fan of the Antwoord and I guess the Zeph life thing or whatever, right? And he kicked it with them a good bit, had them out to the some of the shootings, had invited Ninja out to the screening of the movie where he at that time saw they had got a lot of their style, and a lot of you guys commented like in the groups on some of his initial Facebook posts talking about the Antwoord, you guys suck, you're just trying to find a way to be relevant, blah blah blah. Nah, the Antwoord is quite relevant, and you know it's funny. Okay, so I'm a D Antwoord fan. I like D Antwoord. I'm not like a hardcore fan. I'm more so like Yolande. I like Miss Yolande. I like Miss Yolande. But it's really easy when you're not a fan of something or you don't like it or you don't care about it to like marginalize it and talk shit. And I saw a lot of collectors talking shit like, oh fuck them, they don't know that. But if you just take a second just to Google them or hit your Googles or the YouTubes, you can see a lot of their image. You can see a lot of they're a very visual group. Like they're really artsy in that way, right? They have these really loud, cold, weird, troubling images. And a lot of that came across in the Suicide Squad movie. Some of the things that they actually highlighted in the article, or in some of the articles and in the post, were like saying, like for instance, that scene where Harley breaks the window. You can see my gray hair, my beard. That scene where Harley breaks the window. Check it out. That scene where Harley breaks the window and steals the purse. That whole backdrop with all those scribbles and stuff on the wall and all of that shit. That's actually pulled from that visual is actually pulled from a scene in one of their videos where Yolande and another backup dancer are wearing these costumes and they have like the writing all over it and stuff. So you know there are a few things. Even looking at now the whole tattoo thing, I don't know about that so much because Ninja's tattoos are quite different. So I don't know about that part, but they say that part as well, so it is quite possible. I don't know, but there are a lot of similarities there, and I personally don't see a problem with being inspired by something. You're a filmmaker, artist, whatever the case is. Typically, a lot of your creations come from are influenced by some of the things you've seen throughout your path to getting wherever you are at that time, right? And you're creating wherever you are, right? So I don't see a problem with that. I just think that if they did and didn't like reach out to them, speak to them, you know, not so much get their okay, but just talk to them about it, I think that's kind of foul. So that's what's up with that. Now, so as far as that Batman goes, it's been rumored that maybe that Joker Batman suit was supposed to be in the movie, like he envisioned himself. You guys ever seen a comic where Joker, it's from a comic or a cartoon, I can't remember, where Joker envisions himself as like Batman, but in his Joker-esque way, and they kind of played with that in the in the Batman, like which the animated series, the more recent one. They kind of played with that bit a little bit, whereas Joker took up the persona of Batman, but I think it's been long thought of that Joker kind of sees himself as the mirror, upside down reflection of Batman. So I think that's where that suit came from. Maybe there was like some kind of vision. There's a kind of like flashback scene where he was envisioning himself as that. And maybe they didn't want to go that far into it. Who knows? This is all speculation. But I think it possibly was in the movie because typically everything that's pulled from for Hot Toys is pulled from whatever the subject matter is. And I find it hard to believe they would just create that shit out of nowhere. I mean, it's a cool thought, and I'm not saying it's not possible. I just find it hard to believe. So I think that was probably something that we would have saw in the movie as well, which would have been cool. So, man, what do you think about all that footage? Because it sounded like we're not going to get that ultimate cut of the Suicide Squad movie. And it's also sounded there was like a whole bunch of editors brought in on the project, like gangs and gangs of editors. brought in on the project to edit it. Like, dude, edit this part, edit that part. And it makes me feel like they didn't have the most confidence in the in Ayers. Not saying that he sucks or anything like that, but I just feel like, you know, you don't have to bring in 20 different editors if you really think that this particular person has what it takes to complete the project. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that that's what that situation is, right? So I don't know. We won't know until we know, right? We won't know until we know. Now, as far as toy news, there have been some toy images coming out, but there's not really a whole lot going on. I will say this, that daggone, is it Unique Toys or the DX9? The new, I think it's Unique Toys. That new Springer that's coming that they show pictures of. Jeez Christ, man, it's awesome, dude. It's like it's right out of a freaking comic, out of a cartoon or something. He's chunky. He's got the animated look. Hey, for the first time, I think Fans Toys might take a loss on a particular character. As a matter of fact, they might. I mean, the build quality for Fans Toys is going to be better, in my opinion. We obviously know that Fans Toys is going to put out a superior product when it comes to that. But as far as look goes, that Springer, dude, I'm all in for that, man. And I would love to see them, if they're going to go that way, give us a cup. Give us a cup directly after that. Give us a cup directly after that. And if you got an RC, bring her out too, because the RC I've seen so far and the cup I've seen so far, they suck. The Toy World Cup, I think that RC is Toy World too. I don't know, but it sucks. Whatever the case is, it sucks. So if you're doing that, Springer, hey man, please God, make us a cup and make us a RC. And you know what? That Springer looks so good. Make us a hot rod. I'll take that too, because I'm not particularly excited about the Fans Toys hot rod. I mean, other than the fact that it being Fans Toys, and I'm definitely not hot about the MP hot rod. He was decent, but come on, he's not the best hot rod, right? And after seeing what they can do with that Springer and it have all the curves are right, the chest, the shoulders, all of that stuff is right, man. So I'm really digging that. I haven't seen too much else going on that I'm really even interested in as far as toys have been, and that's probably why you haven't seen me do very much in the way of toys in these vlogs, right? Because there's not much popping that's gathering my interest. Now, I am ready to start seeing some stuff come from the Mezco line. How many of you guys are into the Mezco 112 collector stuff, right? I'm ready to see some of this stuff drop. Like, we saw a lot of teasers, we've seen a lot of figures, a lot of pre-orders went up, but I don't think we've seen much come out in the way of Mezco, man. Maybe that, I want to say I saw the, no, I don't think anything has come out just yet. So it's been a while, because, you know, the last thing they did was the Judge Dredd. So it's been a while, man. Come on, let's get that shit out. I would think that they would try and get the Suicide Squad, so they was going to do with Harley Quinn and all that. I would think they would try and get that out first and push everything else back, because, you know, you want to capitalize on the success of the movie while it's still hot, right? Because once it dies down, you can wrap that up, man. But who knows? That's speculation. I don't even know. But other than that, some Spider-Man stuff. Oh, my Spider-Man review. Okay, I'm sorry. Spider-Man wave, I haven't gotten it out yet. I haven't edited the Space Knight Venom. And I'll be real with you. That wave was just a total letdown. Like, I still got it sitting. Like, I haven't even finished reviewing the rest of the wave, because it's so demotivating. Like, it's like, yeah, like nothing stands out except for maybe Silk, and really that's like a 2-minute review, you know what I'm saying? So I know some of you guys might be waiting for it, but I need the motivation to get it out. Oh, this is how many vlogs I've been doing. This is why I had to stop doing, had to cool back for the weekend. On the cools, I brought the vlogs back for a minute. I had a dream the other night that I was vlogging. In my dream, I was vlogging. That tells you you're doing too much or something, bro. It's time to slow it down. But I have gotten some messages from you guys. I've gotten a few messages, a few comments asking, like, you know, people who want to, like, do reviews, people that want to do, like, vlogs and all kind of stuff, asking what software do I use, what's the process, what's my setup like. So here's the question I'm going to pose to you guys. I'm thinking about doing a video where I show you some of the stuff that I do and how I do it, show you some of the software, maybe some how-to tutorials on the software, so you can get a a good understanding of how to use some stuff, just in case you want to jump off and do it. So how many of you guys would be interested in knowing what software I use, seeing some how-to videos on setting up your camera stuff, your recording area, your review booth area, whatever, and what are some of the things you would want me to go over? So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what are some of the questions you have, what are some of the things you're struggling with as far as getting started, how to get started, or whatever the case is, and I'll try to address all of that in a series of videos. If not one, I'd like to knock it out in 1 or 2. But if it takes more than that, we'll do what we got to do. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit the comments and leave comments. And share this shit. Blast it out everywhere so I can keep on growing the brand. It's thanks to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you guys watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and supporting Braves Vlog, which used to be Braves Review, which is really just Braves New World. I'm out.